Welcome back to World of Warcraft, where today we have a new story quest line that released a couple days ago, I think, even. And now I'm finally able to play it. So let's go into World of Warcraft and test. Not test. See it. I haven't joined the game yet. First of all, because of music. Second of all, because I wasn't sure if there was a intro cutscene or not. A intro, like, voice line or not. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing good. I hope everyone is up for some new Harandar lore. Because we all know that the opinion about Harandar is mixed at best. But it's also Amani lore, and most people love the Amani, so we will see. I forgot this is where I left off. Hi Zorgan, I mean Astralore Bloodsworn, not Zorgan. It's totally not Zorgan. It would be so funny if Blizzard actually, like, revealed, hey, by the way, this is your OC Zorgan. Take it. I think they would contact me first if they would do such a thing. I'm pretty sure they would. But could you imagine? Also, he remained true. The Sunwell is obsolete. Sunwell doesn't exist anymore. The Dawnwell is now just a calming sensation and not a font of power. Huh. Orwena. Hagar has a message she believes the elves and trolls of Azeroth must all hear. She was she has sent a call to leaders from the elven and troll tribes, so come to Harandar. Oh, okay, this begins completely different than I expected. Scent of attention. Wise. I've come here to ask the Blood Elves to join us, but you should be there as well. You have been with us through so much of this. The route way from Zul'aman would be the fastest way.
Elder Hagar has called on the elven leaders to join this gathering in Harandar. It is of great importance.
It would be an honor. We will join you as soon as we can.
And troll tribes. If there's not at the very least the Darkspear and the Zandalari, I will be pissed. Because how dare they leave the one and only troll tribe out of this, the Zandalari. The one that is like the reason all of you even exist. No, we'll see. I mean, we know...
Good. You are here. The elders and others await you below. Go and be safe.
Wait. So, can we see in the Den Dweller? Nightborn? Okay, I can see the Zandalari from here, which is amazing. Den Dweller Fire Totem. Oh, they can do charms. I forgot about that. Talanji! I'm so happy to see you. I know you're probably not at all happy to see us here, since the Alliance players canonically were the ones who killed your dad. So, and that's awkward to say the very least. So no wonder you have so many guards with you. To be fair, you're the largest empire. We have the Dark Spear. The Khan! Zappy boy! Oh man, I definitely need to come here as a Horde player. It makes the most sense that I would come here as a Horde player. Okay, so it's only the player races. Because I don't see any... I don't see the Amani... I do know that the Amani will come. But there's no Gurubashi. There is no... I mean, the Tarakaria basically did, right? I'm happy that there's an Alaria here. So, I'm debating if I should log off and do this as... Oh well, we'll see. I'll do it with both.
All manner of elves and trolls are here. We await only the Blood Elves and the Amani.
Well, the quote-unquote blood and high elves, I'm supposing. Actually, no, they're the high elves over there. The void elves are missing. No, they're not. They're here. They are. Okay. So who else is like? We have like. The Amani makes sense. Who else troll tribe-wise do we have? Well, we have the Gurubashi, but I'm not sure if they count necessarily, because I'm not sure how the status of the Gurubashi is. And the Tarakari have been canonically, like, struggling. The Faraki. Like, the Drakai and the Faraki are kind of still here. Because if we go to Zul'jan lore, we have, like, the Faraki area, the Amani area. I guess the Gurubashi also had, like, a part of an era here. But the Faraki mainly. So that's interesting that the Faraki were all, like, considered already still here. There, but apparently not here.
The roots brought us both here.
It should not be long now.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Dusk Grimlinks. Hagar requested that we invite to this meeting hall meeting all of the troll and elven leaders we know. Okay. Canonically lore explanation why it's not everyone. And I'm gonna... Wait, why are you not showing the game? You're supposed to. There you go. I'm gonna stick with this screen though, for now. It was not easy to convince them to come. There are some past grievances between these groups. Hagar hopes to overcome these divisions. As we wait for the others to arrive, feel free to speak to the other delegates. The wait is making them restless, so try not to inflame tensions.
So many old wounds. It makes them tense, being near those who were enemies for so long.
Interesting that the purple, like the troll, like enemies for so long. You and the Zandalari should be next, and the like. You and you should switch places. Couldn't be fully honest. But oh well.
Magic surrounds us.
It has been strange fighting alongside the Kaldorei once again. Arator managed to temper the divisions amongst the elves, but some hostility still remains, lurking beneath the surface. I once thought that when Suramar was liberated from the Burning Legion, we would be reunited with our Kaldorei cousins. But they still resented us for Lisanne's betrayal. Yes, and because they have a thing against magic in general. We might have tried harder to bridge these divisions, but I did not want to subject my people to the Kaldorei's arrogance and mistrust. And the Blood Elves were, like, having literally just open arms for you. Until recently, I thought we would have to forge our future without them. And now, I suppose time will tell if these new bonds last.
We will defend our ally.
Many Kaldorei still view us with scorn. To them, we are either cowards who hid from the Legion, or traitors who joined the Horde.
Or traitors who joined the Legion. I guess, because that, like, technically, that sort of thing that still kind of happened.
Come with an open mind.
There's all about people on this side. Whatever the Haranir wish to share, this is an excuse to see this new land. Even now, the Randori are seldom thought of as equals by, well, anyone. Unless they need a portal or some shadow monster banished, then it's back to the Void with you, Umbruk. Maybe not the Void anymore, but at least these Haranir consider us as important as the Trolls.
The light is not the only path.
For a group that has avoided trolls and elves for so long, the Haranir seem rather rushed to tell us something.
I mean, with this highly religious and also very narrow-minded, given by their entire questline group, could be anything.
Ishnu Allah.
The Kaldorei are an ancient people that have fought countless battles through the ages. Some of the troll empires have been around that long, but few individuals. You mean the Zandalari that existed long before the troll tribe existed that you evolved from? I have personally crossed blades with nearly every faction here at some point or another throughout our history. While the elves may have reconciled with us for now, the same cannot be said about the trolls. As I scan this room, I can see the anger and judgment in some of their eyes. It matters little. The Kaldorei will not be intimidated by the trolls, the Horde, or anyone else. It's not about freaking Man! Man, the Night Elves are so full of themselves. But I like that it's... well...
We will find the
Sure.
answers we seek. The Kaldorei will do what we must for the preservation of this world and the protection of our people.
Aside getting the stick out of your bum. Anyway, sorry. I'm so mean towards the Night Elves. I know, I am aware. It's just... many discussions with people who defended every single Night Elf thing and were just like, oh, we lost one thing. Losing is not part of our concept. Now we need revenge for...
Greetings.
Because losing equals bad storytelling to them, which is not how that freaking works. I've had many differences with many of those gathered here. The Blood Elves refused to let me come home and sided with our enemies, but we found a way to move forward, to work together against Zalatoth and her minions. But the Amani, they have been at our throats for so long. Everyone in Kel'Thas has lost friends and family to Amani axes. How do you forgive? I know their leader fought to liberate the Sunwell and that Lady Liadrin has vouched for them. Despite this, I don't understand how Liadrin can set aside her hatred. I have not. Jesus, Verisa.
Remember those we lost.
I am
Yeah.
told the Amani have been invited as well. Do not expect me to break bread with those murderers.
Did you lose anyone personally? Because you only lost your brother to the Horde, your sister to the Scourge. That's all I know. Again, all I know. Doesn't mean that that's the point. Maybe her parents? But then again, be bigger. Like, literally, look at these fuckers. You have to be a bit bigger.
I be listening.
The Blood Elves be having history with the Amani. They not the only ones. The Dark Spear have always been a smaller tribe. We got no Galiman cities or glorious armies. Tribes like the Amani, Gurubashi and Drakari all had empires. To them, the smaller tribes were easy pickings, either subjects or victims. So tribes like the Darkspear, we got kicked around, pushed aside and left to toil. Even by the Zandalari. That was why we joined the Horde. Not just for protection, nah. Thrall saw us as a vital part of the Horde, not just another tribe to conquer. Now, none of them got empires but the Zandalari. It was clever of the Haranya to only invite a few tribes where some might look for payback.
And don't be getting mixed up in that.
The Darkspear spilled blood with some of the trolls and elves here. But I'd be willing to set aside old rivalries for the common good.
I love that the Horde are way more level-headed than the Alliance. Well, I guess aside from Umbric, I guess those that were othered by society, like those guys, are like the bigger people in the end of the day.
I'd be honored to serve.
As an ambassador for the Horde, I worked with many of the people of Azeroth. When I heard about the Dawnwell, I thought the elves would be nicer. I never expected to be seeing them still being wary of each other. It seems now that Zalatath is gone, a few be going back to their old hatreds. I don't be understanding it. Still so much anger about old fights when facing the end of the world. I guess it's no different for us trolls. We still got Darkspear that wanna run through every Gurubashi they see. We always be having a reason for the hate. Even when we come together, it usually don't last. He shakes his head.
Together we be strong.
I'm so happy you're here, Zakan. This has already been worth it because you're here. And I'm also super
There is
happy
much
see.
to do. Speak quickly.
I know little of the Haranya beyond the reports from the Horde Council. They seem few in number and disorganized and likely to be a threat to Zandala. Still, let it not be said that the Queen of Zandala is too proud to answer such a call. I know some of them wish to join the Horde and they will know we return respect when it's shown to us. But you bring so many troops. So many? It is a fraction of my honor guard. If anything, I brought fewer. The Zandalari are a proud people, sometimes so proud we believe we are invincible. No longer. I have made it my priority to never underestimate our enemies. Surprise attacks, assassinations, we will not be caught unaware again. I'm sorry, my brother opened the door and it like was very audible. Will not be caught unaware again. Delange knows her eyes. I have not forgotten what the Alliance did to my father, and I never will. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. Like, in the end of the day, we tried and failed to make the Zandalari not be part of the war anymore. But to the Zandalari, it was just like, oh, you're part of the Horde, we're gonna kill your king now.
Vengeance for the fallen. I fight to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Thank you for your insight.
May your vestments be adorned.
All of Azeroth respects the Heranir for fighting against the Void. But to bring so many old enemies to one place, watch carefully.
I like that in her voice you cannot hear hatred. I hope that's on purpose. This sounds like you got to be careful. Like it gives it a different vibe.
You hail
Play
from
movie.
above.
Thought so. I kind of smelled it a mile away. I hope this instinct keeps up. Which it probably, let's be real, it probably won't. You probably won't. It probably won't. Come on. Why does that take ages? Why is the game recording a different one? So now, if I do this... Okay, that's better. I have finished speaking with the delegates.
You must be Zul'jan. Welcome to Herinda. It is an honor.
Why have you asked me here?
Mother Hagar has asked many to come. Both trolls and elves.
Lord Thamar, this is Zul'jan of the Amani. Zul'jan, this is Lord...
I know who he is.
Bold of the Amani to send the one who raided our forest as their emissary.
Your forest? You're lucky I haven't cut your throat already.
There will be no violence in this place.
Welcome. Many of you have traveled far to be here. Please, come.
Orwena?
You are wondering why you are here.
Generations upon generations ago, we Haranir stalked the forests of the world above, until we heard the call of our goddess. Seeking her warmth, some left the forest behind, vanishing deep within the sacred hollows of the world. But many Haranir remained above, and over time, they changed, splintering apart as millennia passed, giving rise to mighty empires and terrible wars, fought by those who had forgotten they had ever been one people at all. But here we are, together, elves, trolls, and Haranir. We are all the descendants of one lineage. We are, in essence, one people. And now, we can be so once again.
Lies!
Zul'jan.
Kin to elves? It cannot be. What do you, Haranir, know of my people's history? Our triumphs? Our suffering?
I understand this is difficult. If you are willing, I could show you proof. And perhaps a path forward.
He did not know? I mean, kind of.
How nice to see another familiar face here.
Hey, yeah. Like, okay, I was aware that, like, a lot of the trolls might have not been aware, and a lot of the elves might not have been aware, but that he was so aghast and surprised by it. No, it makes sense. This is out of, this is like player knowledge, not... Yeah, no, it makes sense. And the thing is, freaking Lorthamar being such a bitch with his smirk smile and then be like, huh, wouldn't think you would send you. It is like, brother, stop it. You're just wanting them to slip up. I mean, sure, there's a lot of hatred there. But the one thing I don't like, the one thing that Hagar got technically wrong is that the Harani are the origin. Because every other story, every other culture, every other thing literally stated that, like, the trolls were first. Like, sure, the Harania might have split off and did their own thing, but that's not the original, like, they were not the original shape of both species. So far, it was always stated in the lore multiple times. First trolls, for a long time, elves were not even a concept. But you want to now go, like, are you trying to tell me that the lore is now different? That you now have, like, that these are different branches of one and... I don't agree. I don't agree. It messes too much with the lore. I can agree that, like, you have been trolls-ish, and then you evolved into the Haranir. And that's why you assume back then they looked like Haranir?
Just call me Uncle.
That's the only solution I approve of. Good to see you again! Kinduru looks around the den, then sighs. Do you know where Zul'jan stomped off to? Zuljara could not leave Zul'man as the Amani still to recover. She sent Zul'jan in their stead. She hoped showing trust and giving him his responsibility would bring him out of her shadow, make use of his talents, but this news. I am an old troll. I have hard times reining Zul'jan in, but he may listen to you. Would you join us? Zuljara and I would be grateful if Zul'jan stayed out of trouble.
It's good to have you along. Now, where is my nephew?
God, I freaking love this man.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
We have joined together to protect Azeroth. Is that not enough? We must be asked to forgive every sin in the name of brotherhood. These Haranir have lived alone. They do not know what it means to share a world. They don't understand what we have been through. They can't just tell us we are now one people with the Amani, that they are our kin. The Haranir have done us a great service, but this is too much. I will not accept this. Okay, you're stepping a bit far because, like, it is difficult. And being like, yeah, they have lived apart. Those two empires completely separated from another.
We find strength in the Horde.
Okay, they have all new voice lines, so this will take a bit. Brawl Bear Mantle. Mordred Loti. Oh, more people from... Okay. Because long ago the Haranir were our family. Do you know who my family is? Larissa, Verith, Lirath, and every other Windrunner who fell to Amani blades. Okay, I didn't know about those. Wasn't Lirath the brother that died to the Horde, though? I mean, technically it could have been the... No. I wasn't sure. The existence of some distant relations cannot undo the spilling of Windrunner blood, my blood. The Harni have hidden from the world for far too long if they think this will change things. 100% agree.
Until next time.
After all we have been through, I thought there was a little that could surprise me. This Hagar managed to find a way. It is a lot to consider. Well, I thought this was common knowledge. That at least somewhat the... Well, not common knowledge. I thought at least, like, a lot of elves knew. These bonds would be ancient, even further back than our connections to the Kaldorei. And our link to the Naga has hardly brought peace. Exactly. Did the Haranir think this would temper long-held animosities? I mean, they are very dense. I'm gonna be with you on that one. They are very dense. I could have told them this was how Zul'jan would react. Why he was even allowed to be here after all he has done. What was Zul'jan thinking? Still, I was beginning to see some reflection of myself in Zul'jara. Perhaps this could be another step towards moving on from old grudges.
Remain vigilant.
We share a lineage with the trolls, with the Amani. This is preposterous.
These are shocking revelations, but I have fought beside them, Lorthamar. We share more in common than you may think.
And what now? We open our gates to them? Welcome them into the very city they have long sought to burn to the ground?
No one is suggesting that. This is merely a new perspective. A chance to...
Liadrin, you of all people should understand the pain and loss the Amani have inflicted upon us. They destroyed our homes and slaughtered our families. They captured and tortured us when we fought back.
I know, Verisa. Believe me, I know. It has not been easy for me to move past my anger, but it is a path worth walking.
Then I admire your grace. You will find I am not as forgiving as a paladin of the light. I will never regard the Amani as kin, not after they robbed me of my true family. Salama Ashalanore, Blood Knight. Justice for our people.
Well, yeah, but also vice versa, you know? Turundu the Grizzled.
Shall we begin?
Long ago, the Highborn made me re-examine who my people were and choose my own family. I've witnessed elves and trolls harming our world time and time again. I can't, like, apart from the law, I can't think when the trolls did, but sure. What do the Haranya hope to accomplish with this information? Do they really think ancient grudges will just evaporate because of this? The others learn so slowly. Okay, that's rich! From people that have lived for 10,000 years and have not really aged that well in that time. Given past stories we went through. Like...
Consider it done.
You say slow, but in comparison to the Night Elves, it's fast. Like, I'm not saying that... Like, at least you're giving them a chance.
The shadows serve us.
I'm just... Like, the thing is, I am confused why this is, to everyone here, new information. Because I thought, in Legion at least, they were people who knew about this. I'll have to re-examine things, but, like, I am sure there were people who knew about this before. There's a part of me that realizes this could be true. I can see similarities in the way they connect to the cosmic forces and their gods. There are physiological similarities, but mostly no one can hurt you quite like family. So much blood spilled cannot be easily forgotten. For us or the trolls, I would imagine. Still, I can take some small solace in imagining the look on Roma's face.
We serve the Alliance.
You're being still bitches to each other. I love it. No, I was 100% sure there were at least a handful of NPCs who knew this already.
Let us begin.
I can trace my family's lineage back to... No, this makes no sense. But my people never suffered wars or raids from the trolls. Not really. We must be ready to support Lor'themar and his people through this.
We have found our place in this world.
I mean, we know the Night Elves have been a empire after the Zandalari already had their empire. Like, long after. I hope they're not retconning the order of things like this, because that would be really, really, really fucked up of you. Like, especially because I am so sure in Battle for Azeroth there were like trolls mentioning stuff like this.
Times change.
The Zandalari Empire
so
has the oldest libraries. We knew of the Dark Trolls the earliest day of the Night Elves. And the Mogu. How could we have not heard of these? No, this is bullshit. I call bullshit. You knew. The writers have made a mistake. To think we would have such a gap in our history. No, we must know more. We must have proof. No, I call bullshit. The Zandalari knew.
Loa watch over you.
Elves and trolls both be descendant from some of Azeroth's greatest hunters. That'd be something. Okay, you are not both descendants from the Haranir. That's not how this shit... No, I refuse this lore. I refuse. This is... I can accept... Like... They would have had to evolve into trolls first and then into Night Elves. Which makes no sense. I just disagree. Still be many old wounds to heal. We have been enemies for too long to heal quickly. Maybe it would have been better if the Haranir had kept this quiet. No, true. Like, the thing is, like, it's one thing to say, like, yes, this is a thing, this is the knowledge, and it's new knowledge. It's a different thing to be, like, shoehorning the Haranir into pre-established story that we all knew, and having all NPCs be shocked that even the notion exists, even though we knew for a long time. Like, I can fully agree with, like, okay, there is a thing. And like the Zandalari existed before. Gap in our history, sure. Like the first king of the Zandalari was older than any Night Elf settlement, or like soon to be Night Elf. That was a thing already established. Don't retcon that now. Don't make like cool written world building into just, oh, by the way, we're just gonna shoehorn retcon bullshit this. I wish I could tell old Sarfang he would have gotten a good laugh out of this. Yep.
Honor the spirits of the past.
Trolls and elves have been at each other's throats, and their own, since history began. I hope the Haranir know what they be doing here. No, they don't. They have no freaking clue.
Watch your back.
I will have to tell the other tribes. They will not be pleased.
This could be exciting news. We all come from an ancient line of hunters and guardians of a secret world. What does it matter if the elves share that ancestry?
It matters plenty, Zakan.
Our people have clashed with the elves for millennia. They will not let go of old conflicts easily.
If they even believe what Hagar told us. Most trolls never seen a Haranir, never even heard of them. How do we tell a troll who never left the Echo Isles that the elves are kin to us?
The Horde brought many of us together. Maybe.
You cannot force a family. Even if we share blood, this will take time.
And still, the trolls of the Horde are way more civil about this. Like, I am upset about the Zandalari being like, what? This is news to us. Because that makes barely any sense. And I'm upset about they shoehorning the Haranir, which look like a mix between, in front of, and messing up a lot of the story that we knew and that was already established in gameplay, in lore, in books, and also on. Like, the one thing they need to change is to say, oh, by the way, we looked like more like trolls first, and then the Dark Trolls became Haranir. The Haranir went to Harandar, and then became the Night Elves. Like, that is what we would know, and that would make way more sense. But honestly, the entire writing for the lore of Harandar and the Haranir has just been whack this entire time through, anyway.
Proof? What do you mean, proof?
No, I'm also curious.
Sure. You got a hug for your uncle?
The Haranir say they were the first to walk amongst the trees of Azeroth. Completely untrue. I'm sure every race has an origin myth like this. Exactly. But the but for Awaina to say there is proof, perhaps this is a good thing. I don't think so. The Amani and the Blood Elves have always been at each other's throats. You saw how Zul'jan reacted when the Blood Elves arrived. That animosity stretches back millennia. This new knowledge may be a way to focus on what we have in common, and not on what divides us. It might be another step forward, a lasting peace.
Zaranago, child.
I met Zul'jara during the Battle of the Sunwell. She was confident, open-minded. Zul'jan seems very different from his sister. More brooding, more frustrated. I still see... still, he seems willing to humor my request. Perhaps he is just being cautious. We will be heading to the Den of Echoes. You're welcome to join us if you wish.
The world watch over you.
Do you believe this more nonsense? Amali and the elves sharing blood between us. Impossible. Awaina says there is proof. If it is true, let her show it. Again, you coming in and saying you were the first is the issue I'm having.
Stay strong. Orwena, how do you know Hagar speaks the truth?
We must go to the Den of Echoes. Follow me.
I mean, if you're just showing echoes of past, which is, like, subject to magic and, like, emotions, I will not believe this truth to be true, and I will not fault Zul'jan for not believing it. Like, the good story is there. It's right there, and it's so easy. Like, all the Haranir, like, good. So far, I will accept the Haranir call the original people Haranir, even though they, that's not, like, how it worked. It was first trolls, then Haranir, then Night Elves. Fine. And they think it's that way because of biased upbringing and them being locked down here for millennia. Not knowing the other tribes existed, so they thought, well, they kind of knew, but not really. Like, you know, opinions, not truths.
The proof lies in one of the paintings within.
Yeah, which is totally not biased.
I have a few ideas. Want to hear them?
My patience is dwindling.
Find the strength in yourself.
Not all of the visions in this place were clear to us. Some from them were strange. One in particular seemed to revolve around an unfamiliar people. A people that we learned are the Amani trolls. The magic used to create the painting to pull the memories from the past are tied to the Haranya and those close to us. Yeah, so it's very much opinion based. If there was no connection, the Zul'an who create the paintings could not have recalled troll history. Fantasy exists, but yeah, if it overlaps, that's a problem. But I can show you and Zul'jan, and you can judge for yourselves. But that implies that you were not the first, but the trolls were the first. So I was right. Anyway.
You expect me to believe some scratches on a wall?
Our magic only works for memories of our kin. How can we find paintings of Amani memories if you are not kin?
That even implies that the Amani existed before the Haranya, which I'm down for.
Give me your hand. Touch the vision stone and bear witness.
This land looks familiar. This is Zul'aman.
Yes, a desperate battle long ago between the Amani and ancient enemies.
Who was the ancient Getcha. It was back then. Yeah, but chance do we have? This is the story of Tyr's hand. The parallel story to the Tyr's hand story, where like there were two that fled Ulduar, and one was pursued by Tyr and killed in Tirisfal. One the trolls actually defeated, and I think it's actually the Amani. No, it is the Amani that defeated them. So yeah. That would have been way before the Sundering as well. This definitely, at the very least, predates humans. I'm thinking timeline-wise what we know about the timeline here. Because
I know this battle. This is our great victory I heard stories of when I was a child. We, Amani, stood alone. No Gokinye, no Loa, and we defeated the greatest enemy the trolls had ever known.
Okay, I'm not sure if no Loa is accurate there. I say not sure because I actually do not know. Like, why would it be no Loa back then? That is confusing me. And no Gokinye, I mean, back then Gokinye as a concept didn't exist. So I still don't know if it's a slur or like a word. I mean, he's using it kind of like a slur, I guess. At the very least. But I think it just means like outsider.
The trolls would have lost, but a few took a desperate risk.
Okay, don't say it's the Harnir. Do not self-insert the Harnir into this story. Oh wait, they have... magic here. Assist summoning. Help among... What? What are they summoning?
They sought the most powerful presence they could find and pulled. And summoned a creature from a place none should disturb. The Rift of Uln. The Rift of Uln is a place of madness and pain. But the Imani found something greater. They called it...
Oh.
Ulatek.
A snake lower monster thing. But why from the Rift of Uln? I guess that's just your spooky place, so sensible. Amani history painted on the walls of the ancestors. This magic does not work without a bond between our peoples.
No, this must be lies. The Amani alone won this victory.
What does the lower speaker say about this?
I speak for Akilza.
There's been no mention of this
Always
Ulatek.
have, always will.
There's been no mention of this Ulatek in our histories as far as I am aware. Perhaps details of the battle have been lost over the millennia. If these visions are real, then this could help uncover a long-forgotten piece of Amani history. Kinduro scratches his chin thoughtfully. Ulatek seems to be extremely powerful. Perhaps it was one of our first Loa. When we return to Zul'aman, I can consult Akilzon for answers. I have heard the story since I was a child. The Amani were outnumbered and still they fought on. They claimed victory through sheer will. Owena says the visions cannot lie. Uncle thinks details of the battle could have been lost. They would question everything it means to be Amani. Okay, you're being narrow-minded, buddy. Zul'jan scowls. I must find the truth of this. Uncle says if anyone would know, it would be the Loa. The Loa have said nothing of this before. But we must start somewhere. It's time to go home.
We will discover the truth of this, Gokinye.
What he means to say is you have our thanks for sharing this with us, and we must return to Zul'aman to investigate.
I can speed your return. Roots guide your path.
So yeah. Well, that means that this story predates... Like, this must mean the story predates Owena's people. Because of kin means like relation to a degree. And since none of this was connected to the world roots and all that shebang, and we're back to trolls, which is my favorite part of this expansion.
Hasura, help me search through Uncle's things while he communes with the Loa.
Why is my uncle so disorganized?
Think on what I have said.
My uncle has already started communing with the Loa to find information on this Ulatek. Meanwhile, we gonna dig through his boxes to see what we can find. Zul'jan points to all the boxes scattered around the terrace. My uncle has the biggest collection of histories among the Amani. I used to read through them when I was a boy. Look for anything about Ulatek, snakes, or early Amani history. I'll take these, you search the others.
Akilzon says they know nothing of Ulatek. It's strange.
That is strange.
Because the Amani alone earned the victory.
I mean, the connection, though, is proven. Your pride aside, the connection is proven. In universe, at least. The box is filled with scrolls and writings as you search through the materials. One scroll catches your eye. But Akizan does not remember. There's a gap in history of the Zandalari, which again I call bullshit, because I was 100% certain that the Zandalari knew about this, knew about the connection. Okay. The one thing I can understand is like the dark trolls going to the fountain, and they did drink the water basically overnight, turned into night elves. They transformed overnight. That part, I can understand why the Zandalari would not have, like, noticed. I guess. Like, they've been, like, one generation. Like, no species can evolve this much in just one generation. Usually. One of the oldest structures in the box is filled with scrolls and writings as you search through the materials. One of the oldest structures in Zul'aman is the Crypt of Numazon. Built millennia ago after a brutal conflict, the crypt houses the remains of many fallen warriors, as well as our earliest writings on stone tablets. The Amani are a people with a strong oral tradition, so these few written records are a special treasure. Many of them have stood the test of time, allowing a unique look into early Amani history. Honestly, it's surprising that it's even legible. Not because they were like silly writings, early writings or whatever, just because there's such a gap in like language. Like, we have like languages with gaps of only 200 years and they are like barely understandable in real life. Tell the others.
Numazon, yes! Those tablets are ancient and we're searching for clues.
Mm-hmm. The box is filled with scrolls and trinkets. One scroll looks much older than the others. Wave after wave of our best warriors fought against the endless hordes of our greatest enemy. Eventually, we broke through their lines and attacked with all our might. Though most of our fighters fell in the assault, we succeeded where so many had failed. The great nemesis of the trolls lay dead. What was left of the Amani, battered and bleeding, stood triumphant.
See? The Amani stood alone. No Loa. No Gokini.
I mean, it's
And how many Amani died that day, Jean boy?
True. I mean, it could have been forgotten because everyone who witnessed this ritual died. This box has scrolls and tablets thrown about haphazardly. It seems like someone has gone through this box before. As you sort through the paper and stone, your hand strikes a different material, wood. Lifting the items in the way, you find an Amani mask buried at the bottom of the box. What is this here? Ruffled Amani mask.
Get away! Leave me alone!
What are you?
A spirit mask! Grab it!
I'm trying!
I never owned a mask like that. Where did it come from? Bring it here.
Oh! Oh!
Horaga, beloved of Agelzon.
I've never kept a spirit mask in my belongings. This one must have snuck into a dot box. He inspects the mask. It looks quite damaged. Perhaps we can help.
Don't be a stranger.
Who are you? Don't hurt me.
What?
You are damaged, friend. Ashura,
Grab my tools and some supplies.
Wait, I think I know what skeleton they're using behind the mask. Oh, I am so happy about myself to have witnessed, to like notice that. I think it's the like withering elves model underneath, hidden away, invisible. Woodworking supplies.
They attacked the city. They tried to destroy me.
What city?
Who did? My memory is foggy.
Huh.
The Haranir lied. There is no mention of Ulatek.
Ulatek? The ultimate weapon of the Amani?
Oh, you're ancient.
What do you mean, a weapon? What do you know?
I am not sure.
As much as I love the music, I need more dialogue volume.
I guess we can't get rid of you now.
Did you hear what it said? A weapon. The ancestors did not bow to a loa. They claimed a weapon. A weapon that led to our victory. I must know more. You said the tablets at Numazon are the oldest in Zul'aman. We can continue the search there. Perhaps the ancient Amani left behind clues for us. Uncle says we could bring Damascus to memory might be the key to unlocking this mystery.
Numazan is our only lead about Ulatek. At least until this mask remembers more.
Do you know who you are? Tell me what you remember.
I will try. It's fragments. You seem familiar, though.
Kinduru seems familiar? Wait. Trolls don't live for that long. Like, not Night Elven or Elven long, or High Elven, like Blood Elven long even. Huh. Spirit mask with this. I mean, it can't be super ancient. I'm guessing.
We are searching for knowledge, Jamboy, not weapons.
If Ulatek is our weapon, we would be fools not to reclaim it.
The keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
This talk of a weapon has sparked Zul'jan's imagination, dangerously so. He may seem callous at times, but Jan loves his people. He sees their plight and wants to help. He grew up in a time when we had no law, when the other tribes abandoned us, when we had to stand alone. Jesus. And apparently planes crashed into our cities. All he had was family. He was inspired by the tale of his grandfather. Yes, Zul'jan was a hero to the Amani, but he also made mistakes. Let us hope Jan does not follow in his footsteps.
May I be raised again on the wings of Akilzon.
Hashura.
Uncle does not understand. Ulatek could change everything. I don't like how you say that.
Friend of my sister is a friend of mine.
Please keep that line in mind. If the tablets were made when the Amani first arrived in Zul'aman, then there must be some clue about Ulatek here. The tablets are too heavy to carry, so Uncle suggested that we take rubbings of the inscriptions. I scouted ahead and gathered a few, but I ran into the Val branch. I came back here to make sure Uncle was safe. Enter Numazon and collect more of the rubbings. While I watch over Uncle, watch out for the Val branch. I wish I could be more help, but the gaps in my memory due to damage the mask has sustained. That magic has leaked out for who knows how long. You repaired the physical parts of the mask, but the magic within is still weak. Zul'jan says Val branch trolls occupy this crypt. The magic that binds me together is like the magic they use. Death magic. Ha! You might be able to help retrieve the hex fetishes. I could be able to drain the magic from them.
Can the Vile Branch hex sticks restore the mask's memory?
Not directly, but reinforcing the magic within may help.
Between the tablets and the mask, let's hope we find a clue to Ulatek.
You say too heavy to carry, and our character has canonically lifted heavier things, technically speaking. Oh, this place! It's part of the main questline area too. Rubbings. There are possible clues, but no covered references to Ulatek. I'm gonna imagine they, like, found out, like, oh shit, we should really not use this. This has very bad, like, things connected to it. It's like, it's kind of like, basically, by keeping it a secret, they avoided the fate of the Guru Bashi with Atalakar. But they found a similar Loa, is what I'm guessing. Or... no, that might be it. But, Death Magic Mask, it brings to mind that either Bronsamdi, but I don't know why Bronsamdi would be messing with things this indirectly. Anyway, I got the things.
This tablet here says the first shrine built in Atalaman was dedicated to the serpent's victory.
Are they talking about Ulatek?
I mean, the thing looks like a serpent.
Yeah, sure. You got a hug for your uncle?
Let me take a look at the rubbings.
The keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
Look here, this mentions the Amani summoning a great serpent to save them from a terrible foe. And here, the serpent was victorious, but the Amani sealed it away. The first shrine built in Atalman was dedicated to the serpent. Kinduru continues to analyze the rubbings. So, like, individually and, like, over the time, individually, they didn't mean a lot, but now that we know we are looking for something that connects all of these, it, like, all fits together.
Loa keep ya in their hearts.
Who? What? Oh, yes.
We man could only ever rely on ourselves. We cannot trust the Loa or the Gukinye to be there when we need them. If the Loa withdraw their blessings, Zul'jara will be powerless. Without power of our own, we are at their mercy. The Lightwood was a promising start. It helped us defeat the Toilet's Blade and push back Zalata's minions. But we need something more. A weapon the Amani can wield to protect our people and use as a leverage against our rivals. That is troll culture thinking back in the day. Like from the Eastern Kingdom tribes at least. Zul'jan glances at his uncle and scowls. My uncle doesn't understand. Neither does Zul'jan. But grandfather would. He'd understand what I'm trying to do.
I can remember.
The magic of the Vile Branch feels so familiar. Did they put me in this mask? Small trinket that emanates necromantic power.
What would you hear?
It will just take a moment to drain the magic from the fetishes. The magic helped, but not enough. I still don't remember my name or past life. The knowledge may be lost forever. I do remember more about Ulatek, or rather, where we might find more information. I was forced into this forum by the Vile Branch trolls. They kept dark knowledge secret from the other tribes, including knowledge of Ulatek. If we are to know more, we must go to the Mysara Deeps.
The path to Ulatek lies in the Mysara Deeps, with Hexlord Malakraz.
Malakraz, this is madness! He betrayed and enslaved our lore.
Yeah, the name does spook you. And he... Can we, like, also put into the phrase that he betrayed not only the lower, but also Zul'jan?
Yeah, we come back and see Uncle Ginduro, yes?
Evilly influenced him so that Zul'jan is less lovey eyes about him?
There you are. I need your help with a project. May the strength of our ancestors be...
Vile Branch? Malakraz! We must tell Zul'shara.
She will try to stop me from finding Ulatek, just like with the Lightwood. But we needed the Lightwood, and we will need Ulatek.
If the ancient Amani sealed Ulatek away, it may be too dangerous to unleash.
Or it may be the weapon we need for when the elves make war on us. For when the Loa abandon us.
The Loa will not abandon us.
How can you be sure? They have done it before, huh? Why not put some of that faith in me, Uncle?
I have thoughts and I can't say them out loud. I understand him a lot because, like, look at the freaking cutscene. How bitchy Lothama was. There is no guarantee that the elves will not just be like, "Nah, we don't need you anymore."
This is a fool's errand. Malakaz is dead.
Even so, it is his knowledge that we seek. I can remember.
Malakaz is dead, but that does not mean his knowledge is lost.
You'll be back.
While I was a servant of the Vile Branch, I remember discussions about Malakaz's research into Ulatek. Malakaz recorded his knowledge in scrolls that he kept with him. Now that he's dead, we need to find out what happened to them. The Vile Branch Hex Masters won't talk willingly. But if you slay them, I can use their own necromantic magic against them to compel them to speak.
Ah, it was there. Come back
The mask says we're looking for the scrolls of Malakaz. While we are in Mysara, try to find any scrolls the Vile Branch have left around. Mysara is a dangerous place. So don't bother sorting through them. Just grab them and we can check later. Even they don't mention Ulatek, we might find information about their plans or intentions against the Amani.
Jean boy, no good can come from that villain's writings.
Knowledge is not good or bad, Uncle. It's what you do with it that matters.
Okay, I have to agree with you there, Zul'jan. Like, the sentences individually that you speak, I agree with. But I also agree with your uncle that we should be cautious. The Loa didn't abandon us, they were betrayed and harmed. That's why they got away. They needed proof that you can be trusted. That Malakras' influence is no more. And I wish people would word it that way! Tell the master to interrogate a dead Valgren and checks him out down. And I so hope that we will have a good unlinear story with Zul'jan about that. There we go.
Little Zul'jan, come to do his sister's bidding.
And yeah, the taunting will not help his animosities.
You will always be in your sister's shadow.
Nope.
Malakras always said that binding the Loa was just the first step. He had bigger plans than that.
I hate this as a like, ooh, I like where the story is going kind of way.
Ex-Lord, return to us.
Creepy voices, of which I cannot read. Oh, inside here, most likely. What the?
Ulatek was Malakras' obsession. A way to return to the Amani Empire.
Oh, and that means it's connected to Zul.
You do not share your uncle's fear in the law.
I have lived my entire life without them. Why should I?
True. They were here for generations, yet our empire has crumbled.
I do hope it gets addressed, like, why the Loa weren't able to fight back the humans and elves.
What did Malakras do to the Loa?
Your grandfather asked the Loa to help fight the elves and other Gokinye. They refused. So Zul'jan and Malakras decided to take the power they needed instead of begging for it.
Lord to help fight the elves and other Gokinye. Yeah, but not in a defense. Not as a defense. But as a revenge war.
The Loa have failed us for generations.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that. Like, the elves claiming these lands, and on top of that, the defeat by the hand of the humans and elves. This first alliance.
We will never serve the Loa. Vordaza was the Hex Lord's favored apprentice. If any have Malakras' scrolls, it is her.
Oh, they're still alive? I guess she wasn't old enough to become a Hex Lord. That's not how Hex Lords work.
Malakras infused avatars with the Lord's power. Avatars like your grandfather.
I mean...
So, he researched Ulatek. If grandfather could wield the power of our greatest weapon, then...
He could reclaim stolen lands, rebuild the Empire, realize his dream.
I don't like what this mask is doing. Or boy.
Uncle, the scrolls are with Vordaza in the Mysara caverns.
I speak for Akilzan. Always have, always will.
Ulatek being some sort of weapon was already unsettling. But now Malakras is involved. He had his plots brought Zul'jan's grandfather to ruin. Tell your nephew. Tell him. He destroyed our age-old bond with the Loa. Like, stop focusing on Loa and focusing on he destroyed your grandfather. This chase for knowledge is taking us down a treacherous path.
Horaka, beloved of Akilzan.
Mysara caverns are even more dangerous than the deeps. And Vordaza is as deadly as she is cruel.
Don't be a stranger.
The search for Ulatek is becoming more dangerous than Zul'jan realizes.
Just call me Uncle.
Takes the bundle of scrolls, he says nothing, but is clearly concerned.
Loa keep ya in their hearts. May I be raised again on the wings of Akilzan.
Malakras' notes are with Vordaza, and she's using them to further her necromantic experiments. I need you to go into Mysara caverns to recover them. It will be dangerous, and you will need to gather allies before venturing in. I will stay here and protect my uncle. We need to sort through all the scrolls we gathered and see what else we can find. Ex-Lord Malakras' favorite apprentice. You believe she is in possession of Malakras' notes.
Our best lead to Ulatek are those notes in Vordaza's possession. Don't get blood on them.
Zaranago, child. Jean boy, this has gone far enough. We must stop following Malakras' footsteps, lest we anger the Loa.
The Loa? If we can harness Ulatek's power, we will not need the Loa.
How can you say that? The Loa made your sister Hashe. They helped us defeat the Twilight's Blade.
What about when the elves invaded our lands? When the Trollbanes hunted our people? When my grandfather was tortured? And still, we had to beg them to aid us against the Twilight's Blade. No, Uncle. We must take the power we need to protect the Amani, like my grandfather did.
Your grandfather led the Amani to catastrophe, Zul'jan.
My grandfather did what was needed. The Amani stand alone, and the Amani never die. We don't need magical animals. We need solutions.
Even if we find Ulatek, there's no guarantee we'd be able to use it. But if Malakras' notes contain the ritual to transfer its power, that gives us options. So, Zul'jan, you'd like to enter Mysara caverns with assistance?
We will find victory Loa or not.
On one hand, I understand Zul'jan. On the other, it is bad news. And you're just not reaching for the right words, Uncle. Anyway, I'll have to take a very short break. You'll be right back. I'm back.
Hashura, Orakazul, I am blessed to be here to prowl with me. I have used the shadows to see inside the cavern. I have seen my people dead, alive, or both. I fear they be sacrificed for some dark purpose. Come, I will guide you. We're gonna rescue my people.
And then, like, the soul mode changes, and, like, they overwrites the effects by accident. No, I had a shit like that happen in custom maps and shit I did.
New souls for my experiments?
Ouch. This one's kinda long all the way down here. Yeah, well.
Your soul be forfeit. This affliction hit hard.
I'm so confused why there's no boss music on her.
Go, make them suffer.
Yeah, I don't even know how you would play World of Warcraft with arrow keys. Gonna be fully real. Like, it's possible. It's possible, but all of your abilities are in the numbers.
I
1
gonna
to 9.
poison your soul.
And you need to, like, I mean, I guess you can strafe and turn like this, but this is like tank combat.
You gonna be tormented from beyond the grave.
It's way, like,
Andakatas no shada.
It's easier to-
Namrakan.
It's easier to play World of Warcraft with only keyboard than it is with only mouse, I realized. With only
You
mouse
cannot stand
than
against a
only
vile
keyboard.
branch.
Only keyboard seems like a pain in the arse. Never had this phase before, at least not knowingly. Interesting.
This affliction hit hard.
Because it increases in on its own to a hardcore amount.
Go, make them suffer.
I mean, it also might be like if something changes the soul state, there's like hard-coded, just in case revert changes for while it's different.
You
Just in case.
accomplished nothing. Raktul will still rise.
For like, so that the mechanic works as intended.
There still be many angry souls. I will keep them busy and keep them from feeding the monster. But the monster be up to you.
We haven't had any luck here. Did you succeed in getting Malacras's notes?
We didn't have any luck here. Did you succeed? Potentially? Did I? Apparently I did. Malacras's notes, there we go. An old collection of scrolls containing notes and incantations from a long dead hex lord. Jesus. Anyway.
I'm listening now.
Will Malacras's notes hold the next clue? Or is this all just a waste of time? An old collection of scrolls containing notes and incantations from a long dead hex lord.
Ah, good. Someone competent for once.
You got them. Now let's see if this was worth all the effort. Zul'jan flips through the scrolls.
Zul'aman will always stand strong.
Here. The note says Zulatek was sealed away by the Amani. To break the seal, one needs a key. John flips through the notes. The key was hidden within a shrine and protected with ancient magic. But which shrine? John looks up. Didn't the tablets at Numazon mention a shrine being dedicated to the serpent's victory? We know from the visions in Harandar that Ulatek was a serpent. Why are the ones with the brain using the brain not for the things they should be using it for? I mean, okay, this is a good moment of good brain, but like... Brother, didn't the tablets, what serpent? That must be it. The key is hidden at the serpent shrine in Atalaman.
The key to Ulatek is hidden in the serpent shrine of Atalaman. Let's go.
Zul'jan, wait! We need to tell Zul'jana! Zul'jan! Stop!
He seems powerful. Oh man. To get rank T for Zuzizella, you have to basically no-hit the entire thing until you reach the final parts with an army of shadow guys. Then survive for... Oh no. Yeah, no, I can get that. Maybe there's like some technique of like spamming it in a certain interval where you're basically unhittable.
Many are still recovering from the Twilight Bleed attack. Help us gather herbs round the shrine of Cozy for medicine.
I heard cozy instead of coolzy. Coolzy. Oh. Oh, this is the serpent shrine?
If the key is within, we will have to smash the shrine open.
Enchanted Amani mask. I do not trust this mask.
What would you hear?
Isn't this exciting? Zul'jan is about to unearth the key to Ulatek. Such power has not been seen since the Amani first arrived in Zul'aman. A power so great it defeated the Dark One. The mask cannot change its expression, but you get the sense that it is grinning. It's like ironic. Malakras sought this power all his life and he died just a few feet away. The key was right under his nose. I don't trust this mask. I'll check something like that. Okay. I don't remember. I remember playing the Zuzizilla game like once. But I have no memory of it being part of my playthrough. Which is weird. Anyway.
I will remember more next time. Who? What? Oh, yes.
This mask is connected to something.
The keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
Zul'jan is intent on desecrating this shrine. All on the word of Malakras, Noshek said. I've sent a message off to Jara. Let's hope she gets it before Zul'jan does something even more foolish. Zul'jan may not listen to me, but he will listen to her. I hope.
You will come back and see Uncle Ginduro, yes?
Oraka, friend of the Amani.
Where did you get that hammer from? It looks cool, but where did you get that? I'm trying to report 320 backstage. This shrine is ancient, small, and remarkable. The perfect hiding place. If Malakras was right, the key... Did you trigger something I wasn't supposed to see yet? If Malakras was right, the key to Ulatek should be right here. Zul'jan's heavy hammer thumps onto the shrine for emphasis. It may take me some time to break through the stone to find it. I don't know what kind of protection the ancestors will I have in place. But you will have to deal with them while I work. I admit I did not believe the visions in Haranda. I don't fully trust Malakras's notes either. But if the key is here, that would be undeniable proof that what we are chasing is real. I'm gonna wait until the player behind me is done because I don't want to miss out on things. Make sure it doesn't mess up any story flags. Try to re-implement all the board 3 content. I mean, it shouldn't, right? Question mark?
Let me know when you're ready. Ah, good.
Grandfather
Someone
died right
competent
here.
for once.
He died trying to make the Amani stronger. If there is any truth to the idea of an ultimate Amani weapon, I owe it to Grandfather and all the ancestors to find it. Go ahead, Zul'jan.
You're always with
Zul'jan! Something's happening!
Death to all who seek the serpent's power!
Like, why are you not listening to the ancestors that are trying to fight us, Zul'jan? This seems bad news.
Stop! We don't need to do this!
Yes, we do, Uncle. The Amani must stand strong. We carve our own path.
Do not be tempted by power like your grandfather. He brought ruin to us all.
He tried to unite the tribes to take back the land that was stolen from us.
You do not need Ulatek's power, Shanboy. We have Zul'jan, the Hashed, to protect us.
And when the Loa abandon us again, we cannot rely on them.
Purely on them.
I promised Amani. Never again. Our ancestors are warning us. Help me stop this. Horaga, beloved of
Clay movie, I'll
Akilzo.
protect you. Go talk to Zul'jan. Gurban, we can't keep this up forever. I need to talk to some sense into Zul'jan before it's too late. Can you hold them off without me? Talk to this nonsense doing. Talk some true words.
Don't be a stranger.
Ah, I found it. This must be the key to...
Zul'jan! This is dark magic! Let it go!
No! With this power, we need no law, no escape!
Nephew! Look out!
No.
Uncle! Uncle!
He is dead, Zul'jan.
No. No. I didn't.
Tragic. A lifetime of devotion to his Loa. Yet where were they when he breathed his last breath? Sadly, this is the fate of our people. Zul'jin and I, we tried to change it.
Wait!
You knew my grandfather? Then you must be...
Malakras. And I need your help, Zul'jan, to secure our people's future, free of the Loa's empty promises. To finish what your grandfather and I started.
What about my sister? The Loa have her completely in their grasp. When she sees our uncle...
Take the key, Zul'jan. And when you have claimed Ulatek's power, I assure you, she will understand.
No.
You're awake? You were out for quite a while.
Not the uncle! And we were out, so we technically didn't witness any of that. Not the uncle! And even worse, it was Malakras himself! That freaking... How did that oh god, the mask never lost its memory. It was toying with us. That's my theory. Oh, that... I hate this.
Your path
in a
leads
cool
you
story
deep,
way. This is
stranger.
great, but also like, oh no. The Amani found you and Kinduru at Dadaman. They carried you back here.
You have found me.
A Kiki? Oh. After the meeting in Haranda, I came here to speak with Zul'jara about the vision you witnessed. Zul'jan had seemed upset when you left, and it was not my intent to make him so. But all of that can wait. Now that you're awake, you should go to speak to Zul'jara. She wants to know what happened at the Atalaman.
Zul'jara is at the lower shrine, attending to Kinduru. Come.
Please tell me he's not dead. Please tell me it was like a lie by Malakras. No.
What would we do without you, Uncle?
No. I loved him.
Ashura.
It is good to see you again. The last time I saw my uncle, I had asked him to accompany Zul'jan to a diplomatic meeting in Aranda. Now I find my uncle dead, you unconscious, and my brother missing. Zul'jara's countenance is equal parts sorrow and fury as she turns to look at you. Tell me what happened. Wow. The thing is, we technically wouldn't know that it was Malakras. Because we got knocked out before that was revealed, right?
Yes, I see. Ashura, would you honor us by helping with the death rites? The herbs are undercut. As for Zul'jan, he has always obsessed over our ancestors' legacy and our grandfather's glory. But to join forces with Malakras,
okay, so do
that fool. I warned him about that villain. He manipulated grandfather, and now Malakras did this. He killed my uncle. I know it in my bones. And now he has my brother in his clutches. We have to find him. I have to save him. Zul'jan is adult, but he is my brother. And the only family I have left. The Amani leader gives you leave.
The meeting in Haranda would lead to a newfound sense of peace and understanding between our cousin races. Instead, our good intentions have led to tragedy. Yeah, you have like I don't know what it is, but the entirety of Harandar people are very naive and narrow-minded. And so vastly inexperienced. And at the very least, it shows in the lore, and it's not being brushed aside. I can't help but feel responsible for these events. If I had not set Zul'jan on the path of to Ulatek in the Den of Echoes, it would have never led to this outcome. Maya glances at the shroud over Kindra's body. I've pledged my aid to Zuljara to help her find her lost brother. It is the least I can do.
Do not
fear the dark. Hey, we think we know it's better. Whoops, we made a mistake and now we have to atone for it. That's okay. That part I like about the Harania story. I just don't like their, with what, assuredly they were just, shoehorned into the lore of that we have known for so long. What? Making it confusing like that. There is a way to implement it without shoehorning it this aggressively. And so far, the original lore still fits better than what they're trying to retell now. Just because they want to make the Harania more important for some reason. I've already sent scouts to search for Zul'jan. But it will be impossible to cover so much ground. I pray he sees through the lies that Malakras has woven before it's too late. Zuljara's expression is grim, then softens as a small eagle lands on her shoulder. Thank you for telling me what happened and for being with my uncle at the end. This eagle was my uncle's favorite companion on his walks through Zul'aman. I think you would like it if you took care of him, now that he's gone.
Zuljara, I bear responsibility for putting your brother on this path. I will help you find him.
Thank you. This is not your fault, Owena, but I welcome your help. Where have you been? Don't worry me like that.
I mean, yes, it's not Owena's fault, because she just told him a story that she thought he would know. Technically. My internet died? Oh no. So, well, listen.
Lower guide ya, uncle. I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you. I should not have made Zul'jan your responsibility. It's always trouble. Remember our trip to the coast? Little Zul'jan tried to swim across the strait. You were so mad. When our father died, you helped our mother raise us. Told us stories of the Loa. Taught us what it means to be Amani. Then when the Twilight's blade nearly beat us, you were the one to put me on the path of the Hashi. You are the reason why the Loa came back to us. You never lost faith in them. And you never lost faith in me. You were a second father to me, Uncle Kinduru. I will miss you. And I hope that I have made you proud.
Man. Good story, man. I just wish the Harania were less shoehorny and hey, we can fix your problems even though we have no... Not even like, they are trying what the Pandaren did, but worse.